All right, we are joined here today by West Texas A&M as they defeated Texas A&M Commerce 93-70. We'll start things off with opening comments from head coach Tom Brown as he is joined by, to the far left, junior Ryan Quaid, and in the middle, freshman Gage Prim. Again, we will start things off with opening comments from the head coach, and then we'll open it up for questions.
You know, it's a tough game. You know, Commerce, it was a battle in that first half. I think we had, a 5-point lead at halftime. And, you know, it was kind of back and forth. They had the lead for a while. They're a good team. They're really well coached. They've got some players that are juniors that'll be back next year that are very, very good. And so, you know, for us to get them by 20 was big for us tonight. It was something that, you know, David didn't score in the first half, and we had other guys step up a little bit, and then Ryan and Gage both played really well down the stretch, and I think that was kind of a big turning point. We have a little more size inside, and we got some easy looks. You know, 9 of 10 from Gage was pretty good, and we'll take 90% shooting anytime. So it was, you know, it's a tough game. You play them 4 times, and they know us, we know them, so you kind of have to grind those out a little bit. But we had a nice game tonight and pulled it away.
On that note, we will go ahead and open up questions to the media.
Really strong opening 10 minutes of the second half. Really stretched that 5-point lead, and you guys kind of had it going together tonight. What would you adjust to at half? Anything?
I don't think we made too many adjustments. We were just playing basketball, and I think we might have wore them down just a little bit. I thought we played hard from start to finish tonight. I don't think we had a ton of lapses. You know, they're a team that. You know, we gave them some open looks. They missed some shots. I think if they knock some of those down, I think could be a different ball game. But we did a great job rebounding, and that was one of our concerns. And then also points in the paint. You know, we beat them by 12 points in the paint, and then we also rebounded them by 14. So, you know, when you're not having a great shooting night, you know, you can kind of weather the storm a little bit. And then we did get hot in the second half and kind of pulled that lead out.
Tom, third time in 14 days you were playing the same team. What was your biggest concern coming in?
Well, they're very good. I mean, Commerce is very good, and they're very dangerous. You know, Reed is probably one of the fastest guys with the ball. You know, he's if he could, you know, he's not a bad 3-point shooter. He just doesn't shoot a high percentage, and so that was, you know, we were kind of, like I said earlier, we were kind of lucky that he wasn't knocking some of those down. But he's a handful to stop. Rooks is a very talented guard as well. But I think, you know, we've got some pretty good players too. So it was a good college basketball game, and we're just happy to get the win and happy to move on. You know, it's tough. You play whoever you're playing now, you're going to have to battle. And to get to a Sweet 16 back-to-back is a lot of fun for these guys. You know, Ryan was here last year. Gage, this will be his first experience. But, you know, it's kind of the same thing. You put the shoes on, you're playing in your own gym, and you're ready to go Tuesday night.
Tom, you guys scored 93 points and really got your offense going in the second half, but talk about the defense. I mean, holding Commerce to, I think, 28 points at halftime. Did a really nice job defensively.
Yeah, Coach Henderson did a great job with the scout. You know, we mixed it up. We you know, with the ball screens, we played 10 different ways with ball screens, and we were playing a little bit switching. We were playing off a little bit. Sometimes we didn't trap it tonight. We probably should have trapped maybe a little bit, but you mix up the defenses a little bit. And when you've got the big guys that can stay in front of some of those guards, it really helps out. And we're concerned about sometimes when we do that is getting beat up on the rebound, on the backboard. And so our guys made a great effort of helping each other out, and I think they did that tonight.
Coach, when you played them before, did you intend to go inside a lot?
We always intend to go inside. I mean, that's the easiest shot in the game. So if we can go shoot layups or dunks, yeah. That's my intention every game. If you guys don't know that by now, we want to go shoot layups or dunks, and then we'll work our way out from there.
Ryan, Gage, you guys really were clicking tonight. Has that been a process this year to develop each other's tendencies, you know, things like that? But it just seemed to be really smooth tonight. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, you know, we talk about it a lot, and Gage is a really smart player. You know, we're both from Colorado, so we got that connection going. But yeah. It's something we talk about, something we discuss and practice a lot, and then we know it's pretty unstoppable when we have it going. So
has it developed, Gage, over the year? you know what I mean, over the practice time with him? And
Yeah, it's definitely developed. You know, he showed me a lot. You know, kind of took me under his wing. You know, showing me what to do. So you know, it really helps a lot.
You don't really feel like you're a freshman anymore, do you, after this many games and all the stuff you've done? Because by this time, you've got plenty of games under your belt.
Yeah, I don't really feel like a freshman anymore. You know, just kind of go out there, you know, do my thing so I can help the team out.
Coach, going into a rematch, playing UTBB for the 4th time this season, how do you feel about that?
You know, it's just a great opportunity to be in a Sweet 16 again. We were there last year, and we got beat by Colorado School of Mines. To go have a chance to get to an Elite Eight is something that's very special. You know, there's 16 teams left in the country in Division II men's basketball, and there's 300+ teams in Division II. So, you know, to have that opportunity again is a great honor. We want to go capitalize, obviously. UTPB wants to win. I don't think they're saying, oh, hey, that's it, we're done. You know, they want that game just as much as we do. But it's going to be a great game. I hope we can get some fans down here and really pack this gym. And, you know, if you're looking for some excitement, I mean, what excitement you had in the first game with going 4 overtimes with Regis and UTPB, great college game, and then obviously our game tonight I thought was a great game. You know, sometimes the fans will say they want a closer game for more excitement. As a coach, we kind of like the games that are a little more in hand.
how about you two against UTPB? What's your thoughts?
You know,
4th time, I mean.
it's a team we know really well. There's no secrets, you know. That's kind of how it was with Commerce. That's how it's going to be with UTPB. So, you know, it's going to just be stick to the game plan, and it's going to be a battle. It's going to be physical. So.
What do you think, Gabe?
Just took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, it's gonna be a physical game. You know, it always is with UTBB. So we should have big bullies down there, I guess.
30 wins, most wins in the history of WT. Can you comment on that? I mean, I know you've got other things ahead, but
It's a nice accomplishment. We've accomplished some things this year, winning the conference tournament. You know, David all-time leading scorer, Ryan Quaid, academic player of the year, Gage, freshman of the year. We've got some nice accomplishments, but I think these guys will agree with me that our major goal is to get to the Elite Eight and then win 3 out there. You know, it's something that a lot of teams talk about. I think our guys really worked hard to put us in a position to have a chance. But again, you've got us. I mean, UTP is so good. You know, they've got not the national player, but the conference player of the year. They got the defensive player of the year, and they've got some good size. They've got a few guys that can really shoot the basketball, and we're going to have our hands full. But we'll be ready to go as well. And it should be, like I said, a great Division II college game. Awesome.
Yes. Obviously, you went into a little bit earlier, but back-to-back Sweet 16. And I believe even last year you went through Commerce, so last year wasn't an easy road either. Just kind of go in and to elaborate about the back-to-back Sweet 16s.
Yeah, you know, we had to beat 2 LSC teams last year to get to that championship game, to the Sweet 16 game, and then like I said, we lost to Mines, but now we have to go through the LSC again. And I think if you guys look back, the 4 years that we've been here, I think in the title game, there's always been an LSC team, and usually it's an LSC team playing an LSC team. But I'd have to go back and look at that. But I know, you know, when Chris Beard was here, it was Angelo and Tarleton, and I think it was Midwestern and maybe Tarleton. Last year it was us and Mines, and now this year it's us and UTPB. So, you know, it shows you how strong the LSC is. I mean, it's just such a grind every weekend, and hopefully that prepares us though for a situation like this to play in this game.
You have your 2 big guys here, and after watching the first game,
They're guards. They're listed as guards.
Okay, whatever. 2 inside players.
They're guards.
But I heard some people at UTPB referring to their 3-headed monster, that they had 2 guys foul out and they brought in some guy off the bench who's as big as the other 2 guys. I mean, are you worried more about inside, outside? I mean, it's the interesting dilemma.
Yeah, they just keep rotating guys in, and they're not afraid to foul. And so I think that's one thing with them is, you know, if the game is if they let you play in this ball game, it's going to be tough, you know, for us because we don't have probably the depth inside. But I like my guys. I mean, I think we've got 10 fouls. They've got probably 15 or maybe 20, however you want to look at it. But it's going to be a great game. You know, it's something that the emotions will be very high. You're going to have to keep your composure, play within yourself, but yet you got to let yourself go too and have a lot of fun with it. Should be a great game.
Let's get one more.
Go back to the game. You guys blitzed them pretty well in the first 9 minutes of the second half. What was clicking? What was like out there? I mean, threes, inside game, everything.
It was just, you know, I think we got to the locker room, we talked about moving off the ball and setting screens. You know, David didn't have much going in the first half there, really put him under a lot of pressure. So I was trying to set him some screens, set everybody's screens, just get open and get movement going. Once we started moving, you know, everything opened up, and that led to our good defensive play, and you know, just kind of sparked.
15-3 run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, we have that ability too, because we have a lot of great players, so it was fun.
Thank you guys.